Welcome. Welcome, you guys. Sorry about all of that. So, I wanted to pop on here. I wanted to just talk a little bit about what I'm seeing people come to me for right now and in an abundance. And that's their past lives coming up to be processed, right? So, people who have a really difficult time, welcome. Hit the like button as you come on and tell me where you're tuning in from in the comment section of this video. It just helps the video along, helps the channel. I'm seeing an enormous growth in my other channel, Andrea Cox TV. I don't know what switch I flipped there, but something went right. And I'd like to see the same growth here. I also have a third channel that's quiet that I don't tell anyone about. I'm seeing tremendous growth on there as well. I wanted to welcome you guys. I wanted to welcome you here. This is a safe space where we're going to talk about what some of you could be going through. I'm going to give you some of the symptoms of when it's difficult for things from past lives to come up and when it becomes hard to process. And I'm going to give you some symptoms of when you're doing it correctly. So I'm having a lot of people come to me right now for chakra clearings, past life regression therapy, intuitive life coaching, where I shared the link in the comments here. Katie, when you log on, you can share that repeatedly. And it's all stemming from them connecting in this lifetime, in the 3D, in the flesh, with people from their past lives. I went through this a few years ago. Actually, the last 10 years, I went through a series of this with several different people that I came into contact with, some loves, some friends, etc. And I cleared myself of the feelings I was having. And I'm having a lot of people show up in my life right now going through the same thing that are needing to be cleared of theirs. So, some of the signs that you're going through this is you are triggered by someone and you have no idea why, right? The person's not doing anything wrong. You feel this immense connection to the person. Could be another male, could be another female. It doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you like them, like you want to have a relationship with them. You just feel a bond with them. And you want to be around them all the time. And maybe the other person is like, what is going on here, right? You may have a past life with them, right? They may have been your child in a past life. You may have been their parent or vice versa. These things happen all the time. Oftentimes, people get into love relationships in this lifetime, and those relationships, it was like a child in a past lifetime. It's very, very common. There's several different practitioners that talk about this. But how you know it's coming up is you're being triggered. So what you need to do is first 5:14 on the clock. So that's a 10. So this is coming to an end. So maybe someone that's going to watch this is coming to an end of that cycle, right? They're very painful cycles to go through, especially if you can't share it with anyone, right? If you don't know what's going on, right? If you just find yourself throwing everything out but the baby, you're like cleansing your body, cleansing your home, like getting rid of stuff. You don't know what's going on, right? I know when this first happened to me, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, what is this that I just feel so triggered? And this was several years ago. I think the first time I came into contact with someone from a past life, I believe it was, I think I was in my 20s. So when these things come up, and I'm seeing it come up as a collective, because like I said, the bulk of my clients are going through this right now, it's a sign for you to take a step back. There's two reasons that we are triggered in life. one stems from a negative place, which is jealous, envy, anger, wanting what someone else has, wanting to look the way they look, or have the lifestyle they have, or have the job they have, because we're not fulfilled in our own life. And the other can stem from a past life. So I've never been the type of person that's been jealous of what other people have or the way other people look, or I've always been the type of person that, I've never wanted kids, and I've always chased books, goals, dreams. Those are my babies in this lifetime. Those are what light me up, what get me excited, right? Having clean floors gets me excited. Having my animals get me excited, which, excuse me one sec, I need to find Lewis real quick. Oh, there you are, you little stinky thing. Sorry, you guys. Lewis, like, this property is really big, and sometimes he disappears, and I can't find him, and I get really paranoid. So I've always been someone who's chased my dreams, right? But I have dealt with a lot of jealousy along the way, repeatedly, by multiple people. And that comes from being a real goal getter and being goal oriented, and really seeing something I want, manifesting it. I'm a master manifester. If I want something, I'm going to get it, and I know how to get it. And I have a good heart too. I love my family. I love my clients. I love my animals. And I have been roughened up by other people's jealousy, envy, and hatred towards me. It's caused me to really learn how to set very healthy boundaries. But some of you are triggered for a different reason by someone. Some of you aren't, like people are triggered by me for certain reasons. Some of you are triggered because you have a past life situation with someone and you don't understand why it's frustrating you so much. So the key to figuring out if it's a past life situation or if you're just a jealous, angry person and need therapy is ask yourself, what is triggering you about the person? Is it what they do for a living? Is it the car they drive? Is it their looks? Is it their home? Or did their kids make the honor roll and yours didn't? Is it a keeping up with the Joneses thing? Is it a sibling situation where you see someone chasing their dreams and you feel stuck and can't do that? Is it a money issue? Ask yourself. And if you can go through that checklist and you realize that, wait a minute, this person's just shining their light, they're being a good person, why is this triggering me? Then you need to really get help with that. But if it's something deeper, if you really feel a genuine care about someone and you really want to be around the person, and maybe you feel rejected, like maybe they just have their own life or they have too much going on, you really need to maybe check into past life regression and see if there's a past life trauma there or a childhood trauma that's triggering this to come up inside of you. It's a very common, more common than people might know. And the way you do that is through meditation. You can either work with me. I'll take you through a meditation that goes back through childhood. If we don't find it there, we go into past lives, into the Akashic records, and go into the Akashic record vaults to clean them out, to see what's going on there, to see who you're connected with that's either a positive in your life or maybe a past life child, a past life parent, etc. But what you don't want to do is close yourself off to the growth of the experience and being ready and able to heal, right? So a lot of times it's three things. It's either you've got issues, you're not happy with yourself, so you're targeting someone else. That's a psychiatrist needs to help you there. Or you need to, better yourself, improve yourself so you don't feel that way. Or It can be a childhood issue, right? Where maybe someone didn't give you the love, care, and attention you deserve. So now you seek it in every single person you meet, even if it's not their job to give it to you, right? That's pretty serious. Also, a psychiatrist should help with that, right? Because a lot of times it's not our friends or our lover or our child or our anyone, our dog, our next door neighbor, anyone. It's not their job to fill that role that one of your parents didn't fill, right? It's not their job to step in and be that caring, loving person that, gives you attention and praise and appreciation that they didn't give you. It's not their job. It's an inside job. It's something you have to start showing yourself in order to go back and heal that trigger and that trauma and that wound. So a lot of you, I'm feeling intuitively someone's going to watch this that had a father that did not treat them with the attention they deserved. So they targeted a friend in the past for that. And the friend was like, no, I'm not dealing with this shit, and stepped away. I get a Gemini vibe on that. For others of you, and I get a real wicked vibe with that too. I get someone who really targeted someone out of jealousy and envy and anger because their childhood issues aren't healed. For others of you, it could have been a mother. You don't get the love, the care you need from a mom, and everyone in your life. You put the face on the person, thinking that they owe you when really they don't. I mean, can you imagine going into like a coworker situation like that, and you take a liking to someone that works there as a friend or whatever, and they have their own life, and then all of a sudden you feel pissed and angry at them because they're not. It's because you put your mom's face on the person, right? We do that all of us do that, right? I'll use a good analogy, and this, I don't know why this is coming up for me, but when I was younger, I used to have a childhood imaginary friend. Her name was Bertha. She wore red flannel shirts. I'm not making this up. The whole family knew who Bertha was because I would talk to her at the table. I made that imaginary friend because my older sister that I was really, really connected to, I have two older sisters, super close to both of them, but really close to one. She started getting friends and boyfriends and things, and I missed her. So I made up this imaginary friend, and her name was Bertha, and that's a true story. And that's how we cope as children to deal with that pain, right? That's what happens. We actually create things to deal. We create even people, imaginary people, when we're children to deal with that type of pain and trauma. And as we get older, we can create stories. We can create scenarios that aren't even existing between ourselves and another person, because the person we have planted the face of that parent that didn't give us the love that we deserved on the actual person. It happens. Or we can take the face of the person that hurt us in the past in a relationship and put it on the other person. It happens. So what we really need to do is we need to look at what those triggers are all about. I just realized this is so crooked, but I'm not trying to be a rock star here. I'm trying to help people. We need to look at what those triggers are all about. Are they deep-rooted jealousy issues? Again, you got to get help for that. It's 2022. You don't want to be taking any of that. Is it that you didn't get to go and chase your dreams throughout life, and you see someone else doing it, so you're hateful and jealous and envious of them because you chose a 9-to-5 and they chose to, write books or be a singer or be an athlete? You need to process that. That's your own shit. Or is it deeper? Does it go back to a past relationship where this one person hurt us and we put that person's face on everyone we meet, right? I am queen in the past of going for karmic partners and picking liars, snakes, just people who were not honest. And I have learned to recognize that in others. And I've learned to trust myself and pull my energy away when it's needed, because I see through that. I see through when someone's lying, and I see through it. And my body gives me red flags to walk away, to turn away. So you have to really digest this pain. Now, if it's past life pain or childhood pain, that's where I can come in to help you. If it's, hang on. Hey, come here, Buttercup. Come here, you stinky boy. Come here, my love bug. Come here. Come here, love bug. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. So that's where I come in. So we do the whole past life regression thing. And a lot of you are dealing with this. A lot of you have, I'm just going to say it, a hateful spirit towards someone that doesn't deserve it, that maybe just wants their peace. Hi, buddies. They just don't deserve what you're putting out there. A lot of people are dealing with this, and we all go through it at some time. I know when I was healing over, someone who had narcissistic lying, the whole 9 yards, I really put his face on other people that were there to love me. So you have to really digest your pain so you can move forward in life. So I hope this resonates with a few of you. And let me know if you like the blackout readings. I might do one tonight. I've got to have some dental work done tomorrow. My face is really swollen from the dental work I had done last week. But I might go ahead and do a blackout reading tonight. I also have, I'm going to keep it to myself. I have something else going on that I haven't shared publicly yet. And it's really beautiful. And I'm really excited for when I do share it. I might share it in a year. I might never share it. I don't know. But it's something really special going on right now that I've put a lot of work and effort into. But I just wanted to let you guys know that you're not alone in the process. If you are going through these triggering moments right now, you can go through the website. I highly suggest, he's eating a pine cone. Really? Maverick. I'm going to show you guys real quick what I'm dealing with. He's on my rebounder eating a pine cone. You're a pine cone eater. He's a pine cone eater. Pine cones. So, I'm here to help. The detoxintuitive.com doesn't really have all my spiritual gifts and offerings. You really want to go to andreacox.com and click the Intuitive Life Coaching. And I also offer wellness coaching there. And I'll link all of the links in the description box. And feed yourselves well, drink your green juice, and I love you guys.